So guys, what is going on? Let's talk Amir Khan, Virgil Hunter. Virgil Hunter has come out in an astounding attack against Amir Khan, labeling the fighter of not really taking his skills and talent seriously. He says that Amir Khan doesn't train between fights. All he does is when he has a fight, he'll come and train for 10 weeks. He'll train hard. But that's not enough to improve on his weaknesses. And that's what he's done for quite a while. Virgil Hunter is not happy with the way Amir Khan's living his life. Now, I've mentioned this before. The guys like Mayweather, the guys like Ward, the guys that at the top of the game, they live the life. They live the life. They stay in the gym. They're gym rats. They're gym rats. You know. The other thing I want to mention is, and I don't really like mentioning this because I'm a boxing channel and I don't really like to talk about personal situations of fighters. But I will say that Amir Khan's personal life has not helped. You know, ever since, early on in his career when I think he was working his socks off and he actually was probably living the life of a boxer. All the news that was coming out in the media was good news. All the news was good news about Amir Khan. Ever since he lost, he lost to Danny Garcia, got married around the same time, all the news has been negative. It's all been negative. It's not been anything good about boxing. Yeah, he's had a few good wins against Alexander, but he's never been able to reach the heights that he did before, when he was 22, 23, 24, the kind of nights he had and the performances he had. He's never quite able to reach the performances that he had. And listen, Amir Khan does a lot of good things. He does a lot of charity work, so you have to give him credit for that. But he's been in the news for a lot of the wrong reasons in the last couple of years. And Virgil Hunter coming out with this news that he doesn't really train in between fights. Do you really think Anthony Joshua doesn't train in between fights? Or any elite level fighter that wants to be the best at the top, right? Doesn't train between fights. A lot of you are saying, well, he's not that good. Virgil Hunter didn't say that he's not that good. Virgil Hunter said Amir Khan's a very, very talented fighter. Very, very talented. If you look at Virgil Hunter knows how talented Amir Khan is. But he's always criticized. He says he's a great student when he's in camp. I don't know what he's like out of camp. What does that mean? That's basically him saying that he doesn't live the life of a boxer. A boxer needs to be living the life all year round. I'm saying Mayweather used to fight and then 2 days later he was in the gym, or a day later he was in the gym. That's a gym rat. Forget the other things that Mayweather used to do. Mayweather used to do a lot of crazy stuff, but he lived the life as a boxer. All of the other things that he used to do on camera was just for show. But Amir Khan, I don't think he lived the life of a boxer. I think he may have did it early on in his career. But I just think, and many fighters can't do it. This is the thing, many fighters can't do it. That's why the guys that get to the top and stay at the top of that elite, stay at the top. Amir Khan, in my opinion, and I've said this before, I think he could have achieved a lot more than what he achieved. And a lot of you might disagree. I actually think he would have achieved a lot more if he dedicated himself a lot more to the sport. And it was quite clear to see that he doesn't, because he does a lot of the things that he's done, charity work and all of that, you have to commend that and say that, that's great. But I still think that he could have taken his career to the back end a lot more seriously. Because when you get older, you need to take your career even more seriously. You need to even be more smarter because your skills start to deteriorate a little. Virgil Hunter wants him to come into training camps and start, not just have a 10-week training camp, but have training camps, have camps while he's out of training camp. Dedicate himself as a full-time boxer. But I'm thinking, he's 32 years of age now. People are saying he's coming towards the end of his career. How can he do that now? Is there a point of him doing that now? Have his skills already deteriorated? Virgil Hunter says he wants to see if his skills have deteriorated, or whether it's just the fact that he's not training hard enough, and he wants to actually see whether he's gone and past it, because he was asked if Amir Khan should retire. But he says, I don't know. I can't really answer that question because I don't know whether his skills are deteriorated or whether he's just not training enough or he's not working on his weaknesses. And this is why he is what he is. Now, personally, I think Amir Khan is past his best because I think when he fought Canelo, for example, he was doing exactly the same thing. The difference is he was younger, he still had the talent and skills, whereas now his talent and skills have deteriorated. And that's why he can no longer, in my opinion, compete at the top level. But maybe Virgil Hunter knows more. Maybe Virgil Hunter thinks he can compete at the top level still if he dedicates himself. But he's 32 years of age. And he's an old 32. He's not a young 32, irrespective of what he says. He's an old 32. So I don't really know. It's a sorry affair, especially after reading some of the family issues that he's having as well. His family wasn't there in his corner. It's a sorry state for Amir Khan, unfortunately. And I don't know where he goes from here. I don't know whether he's going to continue with Virgil Hunter. I don't know. But leave your thoughts, guys. What do you make of Virgil Hunter's attack on Amir Khan? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. And guys, remember to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.